Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to review of episode 2 of one of the best animes of the spring. And I said one of the best. It's gonna be the best when it gets to that point. The Children of the Shiunji family. I had to wear this because I'm dedicating to the show. By the creator of Rent a Girlfriend, who is arguably top 10 greatest manga creator of all time. And yes, I said it as an early afternoon anime hot take. I'm gonna say it again. And I'm gonna post it. The creator of Rent a Girlfriend is arguably top 10 greatest manga creator of all time. I got him at number 9 all time, but that's here or there. Anyway, let's cover this show. And before I do cover the show, I'm gonna be really respectful what I'm gonna say. This show needs to talk more. I feel like the children of the Shinju family needs to be mentioned a lot this spring. Since the beginning of this episode, people have been doing tweets, social media about this show. People don't often, this show has been getting a lot of pros and cons in terms of the Shinju family. This show, I'm trying to be respectful as I can possibly be. I'm trying to be respectful here, what I'm going to say. I said this show needs to be talked more. I feel like this show is one of the best shows of the spring. Now, there's other shows out there that surpassed Children of the Shiunji family, and I get that. But this show is on a rise of its own. This show is one of those worst case scenario animes. And I don't want to hear nobody saying this show is crappy because of the storyline. This show is this because of the creator of Rent a Girlfriend. All that stuff. First of all, how many crappy animes you have watched? Where you literally look at the show and you're like, oh my god, this is crappy. Plus, I can think of a crappy anime. And I'm going to say it. That JoJo Bizarre Adventure is the crappiest, worst animes of all time. To a point that they get another series, which, by the way, it sucks. JoJo's the worst anime I've ever. It's the crappy anime. Hell, Rent a Girlfriend is better than that. I can name you plenty of animes that I'll pick over JoJo in a heartbeat. Especially Redo of Healer, and especially Rent a Girlfriend. They better, way hotter and way better than the freaking JoJo. But that's here or there. What I'm trying to say is, guys, don't look away just because of the synopsis. How many animes you've watched that has that worst case scenario vibe? You're like, oh, we're step siblings. Oh, we're cousins. Oh, we all that. I mean, come on, guys. We've seen anime shows that goes way over the top like that. Look at Shin Mono Testament. You see how that went down? With Basara and the aunt. You remember that time? No? How about To Love Ru? To Love Ru did that. Oh, here's something that everybody's seen and forgotten. Here's a show that everybody's seen and forgotten. World's End Harem. You forgot about that? Huh? Or here's something that everybody seems to know. This show, Yoshoku no Sora. You see what I'm saying? There are shows, harems, or whatever genre you're gonna see that had that kind of little twist of it. Sword Online did it. Remember Sword Online? That's there. Let's not forget Suga and Kirito. Remember that segment? Like, come on. There are plethora of shows that had this kind of scenario. And you're going to push that away? You're going to push this show away because of this? Stop. This is a good spring anime to watch. Go watch it your damn self. Trust me. Now, episode 1 was one of those twists and turns that had that worst case scenario in anime. It's one of those like, bang, here we go. Y'all not related. And it was a huge twist. Like a family that knew each other for years. And then all of a sudden, once the youngest turned the age, it was like, okay, we got to tell everybody. Since she's 15, we got to tell the truth. Y'all not related. Now, Shion and Minami, they're twins, fraternal twins, because they have the green eyes. That's fine. So, in reality, Minami and Shion are brothers and sisters fraternally. But as a result, all 7 of them are not related. And this the twist coming, Kotono. Kotono is the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Kotono's my favorite girl out of the 5. If you were to ask me who's my favorite, it's Kotono. And like I said last week, Kotono has that Sumi Sakurasara vibe that I have her. But that's why. But again, she's bold and she does things well. And like I said, the first episode of this was kind of like Kotono did, like so bold in the first episode. Sumi did her thing too. Because if you go back to the first Rent the Girlfriend season 1, you see what Sumi did in her first appearance, first debut. Shy, and then cling on Kazuya. You know what I mean? Like that in front of Mami-chan. So that's what's like, that is development. So now we're getting to episode 2, and it's really we just went from spicy to spicier in our heartbeat in this episode. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Episode 2 review of the Shiunji family. Okay, so Kotono, the youngest of them all. Well, now I won't consider her young right now. She's now her birthday, so she's on the same age as Minami. Okay, so now that last week's scene when she's in the shower, she got in close to grab on Arata's back. Shion, feels like it's time. Feels like it's time. And now here's the thing. This is where people get a little angry, and this show makes you want to hate this show and like this show. And I get why people don't like the show, because it's that route. It's that route that no one don't want to go to. But guys, don't be that person say, I'm not gonna just watch it for the story. Kotono is now 15. Arata is 16. That makes sense in the love that it is, between the men and women. That's that. And I get it that route. But this is the route I'm going on. So again, she has feelings for Arata, and Arata is. I don't hate Arata at this point. I don't hate him. I really don't hate the MC. I mean, do I feel like he's pulling off moves in Kazuya? Honestly, me personally, as I've been reading the Shiunji family, honestly, they're almost the same. And I'm not saying him and Kazuya are like Kazuya a little bit dis at times. He could be messed up at times, but the thing I like about Kazuya is that no matter what obstacles he overcomes, no matter what obstacle there is in front of him, he always tried to fix the problem. Sure, he fidgeted, but he always fixed it. He always does things right, because he's scared of making mistakes. Same with Arata. This guy doesn't want to make mistakes. He's the oldest brother out of the two. He's the oldest. And he's I think the third oldest, because Banri is 18. Shia is 17. And Arata and Oka are 16. So yeah, he's tied for third among the oldest of them all. Okay, but still, he's so pure and innocent. The way he grabbed Kotono and said, "You're just going through a phase. You're just going through puberty. You're just going through puberty. You're in that age when you hit puberty. So we'll just take it easy, step back." He's very gentle. He's a gentle guy. I can't hate him for that. Now, Shio. Let's talk about Shio for a bit. Shio, the blue-haired girl, is the brains of the group. The brains of all the 5 sisters. The question is, who do you like? Do you guys prefer anime characters with glasses? Do you guys prefer the brain girls, in anime? And sometimes brain girls in anime don't show emotions. They're smart, but they don't show emotions. Some do, some don't. She's one of many with the smartest and just talks about science and whatnot, and just going straight to just don't know nothing about the human body. Like she knows the human body, but don't know emotions. That's the type of girl y'all into. So that scene where Shiho got on top of Arata in that outfit, that blue top lingerie with some shorts, animation-wise, they went in. The animation-wise, when they went to Konota's bathroom scene, and then the animation of her going to art with Shiho is like, oh my God, it's crazy. And not only that, Shiho just wanted to experiment the body of physical relations and human relations. Is kind of two different paths. There's two differences. Understand the human body, understand the human love, and physical relationship. So that's what Shiho got on when he got on top of her. She just want to feel like a love. That's the question. What is love? And Shiho never experienced it. Remember, she's just a brain girl, don't know nothing about emotions. So for her to get on top of ours, I just want to see if there's actually love. And she hasn't felt that yet. Trust me when I say this, guys. For a guy who read it, trust me, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you will see. Now, let's talk about Minami. Now, Minami... I'm gonna let that away. Before I go to Minami, I like to say that was a little funny thing what they did with my first and second best girl, Kotono and Benri. I love those two so much. I feel like a respectable way is like just comparing the Rent a Girlfriend characters. Kotono is like Sumi. With Benri, I see her more of the oldest sister. I see her more of a Ruka with a little mix of mostly Ruka, but mostly Ruka, but a little bit of a Benri. I mean, a little bit of a Chizuru vibe. I mean, like it's like with Benri to Chizuru, she has the slender body to back it up, and Ruka's boobs. Personality wise, cheerful. No, that scene when she talked to her father exactly, she was more like Chizuru in a serious way. But in our personal, you flip it, she's have that fun, energetic Ruka vibe. So basically, what I'm saying is Benri has the seriousness of a Chizuru, but the body of a Ruka. You know what I mean? And that scene where they both trying on outfits in front of Arata with Slash. I love those two, number 1 and 2. Now, Minami. Minami is the energetic of the group. Free-spirited, like to play games, fighting games most of the time, and like to get into just play tennis. She's the sport athlete, the muscle of the group out of the 5. I mean, you see the first punch she did in the first episode? Again, first punch, knocked Arata out. Now, she is popular among the girls. She is way popular among guys and girls because she does pull off a tomboy vibe and all that. Still, one would argue that she could be everyone's best girl because of her personality. Energetic, free-spirited, not giving a crap about anything, Now, the only thing she lacks is Tess. And it's one of those classic anime girls where the girl is like all smart. I'm sorry, it's one of those classic anime girls where it's all muscles, She's free spirited, but she lacks in the math department. It's one of those classic ones. So Arata and plus she got a fan base. I forgot. Plus Minami got a fan base. And I feel bad. I kind of feel bad for the oldest son. I kind of feel bad for Arata because out of everybody in the Shiunji family, Arata is not the top popular boy. I mean, not the top popular boy or the girl to talk to. I mean, everybody in the Shiunji family, especially Shion, the sisters and Shion, all of them, it's like girls want to be like them. Girls want to date them. Guys want to be like Shion because he's popular. And guys want to marry one of the sisters. So you get that. Arata is one of those basic guys. He's the Kazuya of the... I'm sorry, I hate to say this. But he's the Kazuya of the Shiunji family. Because nobody don't really see him like that. Nobody. Everybody in the class, everybody in school loves the other one except Arata. He's very basic, low class. Not low class, but more like chill guy. Not really... he wants to be in a relationship, but, especially with that girl. But she has a guy. But still, he's trying to... He just don't know what he wants in life right now. But I rest my case. Anyway, so Minami and Arata went to the karaoke and just having a blast, just studying, taking the test. But Arata is but Minami's one of those girls I study, but then 10 seconds she get distracted. And then she's just singing about tennis and whatnot. And I do like the animation. I gotta give props to the studio. The animation of this show is just like Rent a Girlfriend. The animation of this is basically the same as Rent a Girlfriend. If you look at the Rent a Girlfriend animation and as you see the resemblance of their chubby little chibi faces and the sweat little glands popping out of it, they're doing exactly right. And I do like Minami being free spirited, especially giving Oka her AirPods back, because she said she lost it. They were arguing about it in the first episode, and she gave it back to them. So, and Oka being nice and everything, give it. Now, one would argue that Oka and Arata are going to be together. I personally, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Out of the 5 girls, who is my favorite is Kotono, hands down. My second favorite is Benri. Me personally, if you tie me to a chair like this And you gotta ask me, who's my least favorite girl out of the five? I hate to say it so freaking bad, but I really gotta say Oka on this one here. I don't get me wrong, I like her. The pink hair, pigtails, don't get me wrong. It's just there's been a lot of developments out of the five, but if you ask me who's my least favorite, just by like game on the life, who I gotta pick my least favorite, it's Oka. I'm just saying. But overall, but again, now the ending. I do like the ending. The ending was fantastic. I mean, it showed all the five sisters showing emotions when they're happy, when they show blushing towards Arata, and how they all stare at Arata in front of the TV, especially with the dog, you know. Not only that, all five of them were wearing a white dress. And it was resembling to Rent a Girlfriend season 2 ending. Because if you watch the ending of season 2 of Rent a Girlfriend, you see all four of them wearing a white dress at the end. So when I looked at this, I'm like, yo, and I posted it. The same thing. All five of them were wearing a dress. The Shiunji sisters were all five of them were wearing a white dress. And in the cast of Rent the Girlfriend, all four of them were wearing a white dress. So I sense a similarity with it. That was a great detail. I don't think no one caught that, but I did, and I loved it. But overall, though, this episode 2 was great. I understand it was kind of like, to me, people think it was fast-paced, but it's like building. It takes build for this show. I mean, it was a lot of growth coming along, and you get to see their personalities in this one, especially Shion with the brains and Minami with her free-spirited ways, you know. But it's showing us that there's going to be, like, those two are going to be more involved with the whole Arata relationship. As it grows, you're going to see more of it. Especially the Disneyland arc, which we're going to see, which I call it that. But we'll see if they continue their path, we'll see more about it. So I look forward for next week's episode of the Rich Shiunji family. Let's see where this goes. And I'll see you next week.